Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a call to action video. It's a video to make you think. Are you doing anything to protect your peace? What are you doing to protect your peace? And if you're not doing anything to protect your peace, I have 5 things that you can start doing to protect your peace. And you're protecting your peace, meaning your peace of mind. Everyone needs to have some calmness in their life at some point in time during the day. So, here are 5 things to help you protect your peace. Number 1, if you are stressed out or if you're going through something and you really need somebody to talk to, pray about it. That's number 1. That's just a given. Pray on it. You can also talk to someone in your family that you trust. You can talk to a counselor. You can talk to a friend, a confidant. But me, myself, I tend to keep things to myself. So I tend to pray about things a lot. So that's what I do. So just some ideas. If you have a rabbi, a pastor, a minister, you can always talk to them if you feel comfortable. So there are plenty of people out in the world that you can talk to if you're feeling stressed, depressed, if you think you might be going through some type of mental breakdown. Always reach out to someone. And of course, every city has a 1-800 number to call, and you could talk to a perfectly good stranger that's a counselor that can help you through whatever it is you're going through. So, number 2, distance yourself from the negativity in your life. So, any negative energy, that would mean all of the little negative Nellies that you have in your life, those friends that like to talk about people all the time. You don't need to hear about all of that and other people's business. Mind your own business. You'll be a lot happier. Relationships, toxic relationships. A lot of people have the toxic boyfriends and vice versa, and they don't want to break up, but sometimes you have to cut the ties in order to have peace of mind. So I would suggest doing that. So surround yourself with positive people that the energy is positive vibes. Even family members can be negative, and everybody has that one family member that you really don't want to be around. So, it's not, you don't have to cut ties, but just, you don't have to be around them all the time. Just make it on holidays. So that's number 2. Number 3, set boundaries. Set boundaries. There are some people out there that don't like to tell people no. No is not going to hurt anybody. If you do not have time to do something that someone has asked you to do, just say, I'm sorry, but I can't. Learn to say no. You can't do everything for everybody. Somebody wants you to take them to the airport, make this for a special event, cook that, want you to do all this extra stuff. Sometimes you don't have the time to do it, but you say yes, and you stress yourself out. You talk to other people saying you really don't want to do it, but you don't want to say no. Learn to say no. Just say it in a nice way. They'll understand, and you don't have to give a reason as to why you're saying no. If it's a family member, okay, fine. I can't because I have to go to the doctor. I can't because I have to work and I have to sleep before I go to work, so I don't have time. you know. But I mean, anybody else, just tell me you can't. I really can't. I'm so, so sorry, but I can't. You know, work on it, practice. But there are a lot of people out there in the world that will keep saying yes and burn themselves completely out saying yes and trying to please other people. But in order to have that little bit of calm and peace in your life, you might need that time to relax, to decompress, to be quiet for a minute. So have boundaries. All right, number 4, self-care. Everybody needs self-care at some point in time. So whether you have a husband, whether you have children, or whether you're just single, make sure that you have time for self-care. You might be working so much that you don't have time for self-care. But self-care can be something as little as just sitting in a room by yourself, in a sauna, at the gym. Self-care could be going to a hair appointment, taking care of yourself, going to a nail appointment, going to a spa, getting a makeover, getting a massage. And that's for a woman or for a man. Self-care is important. Some people think, self-care could be going to the gym. To me, that's stress. But hey, a lot of people, that's how they have self-care, that's how they have a peace of mind, is to go to the gym. Some people like to hike, take long walks, be in these running events, running several miles and contests and things like that. It seems stressful to me, but some people love to do that, and that's their relief. So find something, think of something you can do to make sure you have self-care. Take care of yourself. All right. Number 5 is a big one. Don't let undesirables consume you and what they think of you. And what I mean by that is, a lot of people in the last few years have gotten emboldened to do and say things that really they shouldn't. Some people are showing bias toward people, or being racially discriminative toward people. Don't let that consume you. It can consume you. I know this firsthand. It will consume you. You would think about it morning, noon, and night. It will wake you up out of your sleep, and you will get enraged. Do not let it consume you. It is very hard, and you may have to pray about it. That's what I had to do. When you're treated unfairly, you can do something about it, but don't let it consume you. It can make you sick. It can make you physically sick. Definitely stress you out. You can lose sleep. You can lose weight. Just know that the issue is not you. It is them. Their elevator is not going to the top floor, not yours. There's nothing wrong with you. That's their issue that they have to contend with, not yours. So try not to let the anger consume you. Try not to have the thoughts of whatever they did consume you. Try to go back to the other number that I gave you and talk to someone about it. If it's a work situation, go to your human resources department. If it's something that's happened outside of work, or go to whoever the next power is to resolve the issue, but don't let it eat you up. And it's easy to say, but it is very hard to do. I've had to do it, and I let it consume me. And I really had to take a step back because it was consuming me for months. It just was over and over and over again. And if you're dealing with people on a daily basis, and that's something that is hard to do. What I did a lot of times, for me, I play gospel music. That helps me. So before I had to deal with certain people, I would play gospel music to try to get my mind right, to get my mind right where things don't just pop out of my mouth. So just some ideas, some thoughts. So one thing that I mentioned earlier that's like a bonus thought is to have some quiet time. You know, if you have a library in your house, or you know, just some space, even if you have a house full of people, if you have a bathroom in your master bedroom, if you have a master bedroom, go in there and shut the door. You know, if you live in a 1-bedroom apartment and it's packed, go into a closet somewhere or take a walk or go to the park. Just have some you time in order to decompress and to give yourself some positive energy, some peace. So those are just some things that I thought of, things that I've done to help me with my peace. Hopefully that's something that you can do if you have not done it. Maybe you can start to do a couple of those things. So just my thoughts. Hopefully it'll help someone. That's all for now. Talk to you later.